is it better to be a man?
Or is it better to be a woman?
To have the patriarch at your side?
Or to be able to openly express your emotions?
40% of women and 20% of men consider plastic surgery due to their appearance.
That means we're living in a world whereby people feel unhappy with the way they look.
When we should really be celebrating our flaws and imperfections.
Do we strive for perfection too much?
Everybody is beautiful.
Everybody's beautiful.
Everybody is beautiful.
I don't agree with that.
But what is body image? Why are people obsessed with the figure 8 and what got us here? Let's go all the way back to the 1890s. This time made way for the Gibson girls. They were seen as the epitome of beauty at the time. They were heavy-busted with a cinched waist and had a large bottom. The 1920s made way for the flappers, originating in America, and these women signified women's sexual liberation by presenting women as sexual beings, which influenced the way in which both the women and the men looked and dressed. Flappers were thinner women who were smaller chested, and being that a flapper's position challenged the stereotypical male of the time, men tended to have bigger muscles and have longer beards in order to solidate their masculinity. The 1950s, the time where curvaceous figures began to take over. While celebrities such as Marilyn Monroe began to take over, she paved the way for women to feel sexy while having larger built bodies. Twiggy. This was the year of the twig. People was obsessed with the twig look, being that the models of their time embodied these shapes. People began to use the media as their inspiration, and models became what people wanted to look like and aspire to be. The heroin chick. People became obsessed with the heroin look and began adapting it in the forms of a fashion. Advocates of this look were people such as Naomi Campbell, who modelled this style for Calvin Klein's products. 2000s. This brings us to the current day of the 2000s, a world where our perception of beauty is tainted by social standards and the common misconception that we have to meet these standards in order for us to be accepted. Shamed for being too big, slandered for being too thin, while celebrities are glorified by the media for having curvaceous figures. But before we get into the politics of the body image, I took to the streets in order to ask general questions about the pressure of the media and what the expectations of people are.
Yeah, I think there's more pressure on females than males because obviously even though you see males in magazines and stuff, you see more females and how they should look.
I think in the past it's mostly been females, but I think now there's a lot more pressure on males to look a certain way, like the whole going gym and having the perfect kind of body, athletic build. I think males are starting to feel more pressured in today's society.
Females, because women have to more so comply with what men want of them than men have to comply with what women want of them.
There's loads of pressure in social media, that they have to be this certain type of model or to be this certain body, I don't know.
Females, I think for boys it's not as intense, but I think it's more intense for females.
I feel like girls are more pressured in terms of body image and stuff because it's incorporated into mainstream media, so I feel like we're more inclined to see stuff that tell us how our bodies should be and stuff like that.
I then visited Taylor in order to get a deeper understanding of the consequences that people experience for not living up to the expectations and demands, and also her opinion on the depiction of images that people expose them to on a daily basis and what these effects are.
In your expert opinion, do you think that images from the media and TV shows have an impact on the way people see themselves?
I think they certainly do, and I think the evidence points to that as well. If you look at what happens when Western TV goes to other countries such as China, we see that there is a rise in eating disorders such as anorexia, and this suggests to me that there must be a link between the two of them. We know that lots of girls, even younger girls 8, 9, 10 years old, are already commenting on the fact that they feel uncomfortable in their own skin. And we've continually had a rise in eating disorders, diets, problems with girls finding fault in the way they look. And I think the media does have a definite part to play in that.
Who do you think cares in terms of gender about their appearance, boys or girls, and why?
I think actually things have changed quite a lot. It always was girls who had the most criticism placed on them about the way they looked. And I feel like things haven't got better for women, but they've also got worse for men. So instead of improving, things are now pressured for men in terms of how they look, how muscular they are, how chiselled they are. And these things are affecting them too. We've seen a rise in eating disorders in men, in the use of steroids, in the use of the gym. And overall, I think it's quite a bleak picture in terms of what it's doing to our young men and women.
With cases where people are actually self-conscious about their body and they develop eating disorders such as bulimia and anorexia, what treatments are available for those people? So what organisations?
There are lots of places that people can go to for help. The first port of call would normally be your GP. People at school can do that via their teachers or a safeguarding officer. If people are worried about a friend, they should also report it. It can be very difficult to feel like you're telling on someone, but actually these disorders, and in particular anorexia, are really very dangerous. Anorexia actually has the highest fatality out of any mental health disorder, and it causes starvation. And this is a really difficult thing to treat because women are so insistent that they're the wrong size that they will continually fight the system to try and ensure that they can keep losing weight. So you need to ask for help as soon as possible, or ask on behalf of someone that you're worried about. And then you may go to a clinic, you may be put on SSRIs, which are medication that will increase your serotonin level, and you may go through behavioural cognitive treatment to try and find a solution for you.
I then took a detour to hear the Sixth Form Society held within the school where they discussed body image. This helped me grasp an insight on what their perceptions are.
So I may be missing out on a lot of stuff, but at the end of it, I'm not letting myself be brought into this sort of body image that everyone's talking about. Like, I understand, like, people often want to look a certain way, like me. I wear shirts a lot and waistcoats occasionally because I feel comfortable in it more than because I like the way how it looks. Like, people often compliment me on how I look and I appreciate that, but that's not what I'm thinking when I go out to wear personally. I know there are a lot of people who are like that, but I think it's more because people constantly let themselves bring into this media.
He was saying like he likes girls a certain way, like girls have to be something for men, girls have to look a certain way because that's what the men like.
So, you know, if somebody puts out, let's say, information that's wrong, you're not going to respond to the information because you know it's wrong. If you truly, it has to be something that you believe in your head, in essence, that is a way for you to look. Yeah? You have to believe it to put it on yourself, and not only put it on yourself, but make other people be influence it. Because men may put out the image of each other, but it has to be within women that enforce the rules on how other women should look.
I feel like this generation has more issues with body types than maybe the issues the generation before, because if you don't have a standard body type, the big bums and boobs, it's a bit mad, isn't it? Because you have to go and get the surgery to go and look like that. Not every woman could look like Kim Kardashian, but every woman is forced to try and be like her.
I mean, it could get improved, but I am happy. I might be big, chubby here. You know what? It's all good. I can still do everything I want to. I mean, this fatness here, it's not affecting me in my life. I'm healthy, I'm fine, I can do what I love my body. Oh yeah.
Of course I'm happy with the body that I'm in. I feel that if I didn't work on it, then maybe I wouldn't be so happy on it. But try and develop my body to get in this place where it needs to be. It makes me happy with what I am, and I'll keep going forwards.
So is our perception of beauty manifested from the images presented to us on social media?
I don't know, that's for you to decide.
We encounter a variety of body shapes on a daily basis.
But is it right to shade them because it's not the same as what we see on TV?
Everybody's beautiful.
Everybody's beautiful.
If that light too bright, man, put your camera down. I be with drama and Cannon out in Atlanta now.
I'm a boss nigga, so I need a boss bitch. G5 to Dubai, that's the boss trip. Do a couple mils, still up on that Forbes list. Scott Dweller on a watch, that's the boss risk. Time ticking nigga with my money at. Where my money at? Time ticking nigga with my money at. Where my money at? Time ticking nigga with my money at. Where my money at?
Hey, yo, shout out to whoever fuck with me, man. Whoever keeps showing me support, man. Only the real, man. That's what I want to shout out to, man.
Nah, say no more, bro. Say no more. Love all the time. Hit me whenever.
All the time, man. I appreciate you, bro, gangsta.